Greetings, this is another reader. Welcome back to my channel. So, today is 28th December of 2021. The year is coming to end. Today I'm going to show you my last books of 2021. Unfortunately, I haven't bought too much. So please subscribe so I could buy more books. Oh, and also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. So let's get started. The very first book I'm going to show you in this video is Paradise Lost. I heard about this poem years ago and I wanted to read this. I found it at my aunt's house around 3 years ago, but I couldn't read it. I got this in November. So in my previous video, Popular Books I Haven't Read Part 2, I said that this was the book I wanted to read. And I will. I wanted to read this book in Russian and then to read it in English, but I guess I will have to forget about the Russian translation. I had the chance to buy the Russian version, but now I have this. An endless moral maze introducing literature's first romantic Satan. Paradise Lost, apparent ambivalence has led to intense debate about whether it manages to justify the ways of God to men or exposes the cruelty of authority. Every great story begins with an extraordinary woman. I got this bookmark with the book. On the back on the bookmark are these books. I wonder who has read this. Please let me know down in the comments. Now this book I did not intend to buy. I was in Hungary exploring bookstores. It was the last day, I had the money left, and I wanted to get myself a book as a trophy. A book that I wouldn't find here in Georgia. Agatha Christie, and then there were none. Here's the Russian version. This one actually has the original title of the book. And strangers are invited to Soldier Island, an isolated rock off the Devon coast. Cut off the mainland with their generous host mystery absent, they are each accused of terrible crime. Then one of the party dies suddenly and they realize there may be a murderer in their midst, a murderer who might strike again and again. This is one of my all-time favorite books. I wanted to read it again, but now I'll be reading it again in English. Actually, there was another Agatha Christie novel. I first thought I would buy a novel that's new for me, but eventually I decided to read my favorite novel in English. Unlike And Then There Were None, this book I wanted in English for a few weeks already. Saw this on the online store, and when I saw that there were discounts, I rushed to buy The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Here's the Russian version. I read it twice. The Republic of Gilead offers Offred only one option: to read. If she deviates, she will, like all the dissenters, be hanged at the wall or sent out to die slowly of radiation sickness. But even a repressive state cannot obliterate desire. Neither Offred's nor that of the two men of whom her future hangs. Unfortunately, there is one disappointment I have with this book. When it arrived to my house, it turned out to be smaller than I expected. I thought this book would be the same size as this, but it's a good edition and I will keep this. But I also think that I will eventually change the edition if there's a big one. For now, okay, I will take this one, even though the font is kinda small. Now, in my previous video, there were 6 books that I want to read. At the time of the filming the video, I owned only 2 of these books. Now things have changed. Now I own 2 more of these, and the first one I got, The Divine Comedy by Dante. A poem about a guy who is assumed to be Dante himself, who goes through purgatory, paradise and hell, or I don't remember the order. I think it was hell, purgatory and paradise. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, I know, I named the correct order in the previous video, but I don't remember it now. There was an English version on the site. However, I decided to go with the Russian because if the book isn't originally in English, I'd rather read in Russian. I can't say that the Russian translation is always perfect, but at least I can understand it better than the English translation. Fifth and final book on this video I got only yesterday, of My Sandman by John Steinbeck. I'm close to reading all the books from the popular books I haven't read part 2. With To Kill a Mockingbird and with The Great Gatsby and 1984, it's in top 100 on Amazon. So the American Library Association put this book alongside 451 into a list of banned books. I didn't know that. Probably if the American Library Association put the book in the banned list, it's probably a great book and it's worth reading. This book isn't that big, it's kinda small. And probably I will read this very quickly. And a special thanks to a Russian booktuber Anya Bookspace who inspired me to get this book. These are all the books that I got. What are the last books you got this year? Let me know down in the comments. Please like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm asking you once again. See you next time. Goodbye. Oh, and by the way, before I finish the video, I'd love to show you some changes on my bookshelf. So, I emptied my lower shelves because it's hard for me to reach the books from the lowest shelf. So, the big books I can reach, but not the small ones. So, the smallest books went to live up there. Look at this, the Ingrid Malmsteen live video. I haven't seen this yet. And also there's my Budapest Parliament postcard. Yes, this is how everything looks right now. I set some space for future books in English, if they're going to be big, of course. And then on the right I keep the Gravity Falls graphic novels and a few books in Georgian. Also, I'd love to pay attention to this lovely photo. Isn't it very beautiful? This is me and the night I met in Hungary. I usually put some things on the background which are related to the theme of the video. This photo is going to be in my future videos on a regular basis.